Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
I'm going to memorize your
Yeah, I'm
name
thinking of moving up to a
and throw my head
45.
away.
I want to put him down to one.
Hallo meine lieben Freunde, willkommen zurück zu L.A. Noire. Offenkundige Bestimmung heute. Ich klinge vielleicht ein bisschen müde, ich bin gerade erst aufgestanden. Ich bin noch ziemlich müde, goddammit. Ja, eine Schießerei, es ist wieder Morphium im Spiel. Wir haben nicht alles erwischt. Schön, das hört man doch gerne. Eieiei.
Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
Wohl wahr.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Das ist auch
Everyone
wahr.
has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Eieiei. So, jetzt kommen hier wieder die 8 Millionen Exit-Schilder. Ja, unser Auto steht, glaube ich, hier hinten. Dementsprechend fährst du. Wir alle kennen das. Also ja.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Ich glaube, ich weiß, wo wir jetzt hinfahren, wenn mich nicht alles täuscht. Ich glaube, ich kann mich an diese Mission wollte ich schon sagen, an diesen Fall ein bisschen erinnern. Zumindest weiß ich jetzt, glaube ich, in welchem Club die Schießerei war.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Aber mehr wüsste ich jetzt gerade auch nicht mehr.
Phelps, back again.
Yep.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bow. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Natürlich tust du das. Ah, natürlich.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Okay. Da scheint ja schon mal überall nichts zu haben. Man kann es ja eigentlich nur noch an den Händen sein. Nichts. Wirklich so gar nichts? Ja, irgendwo muss er doch was haben. Okay. Offener Tresor.
Didn't even try to crack the safe.
Eine Waffe, Geld. Aber man scheint nichts mitgenommen.
Another day, another dollar.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Ja, die Schießerei war anscheinend schon sehr deutlich. Das sieht alles nicht nach irgendwas aus, was von Belangen ist. Alles klar, hätte ja sein können.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Mit ihr unterhalte ich mich später. Noch sehe ich keinen Grund. Ja, da wollte ich jetzt eigentlich an den Koffer, mein Kumpel. Dankeschön.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Eine Trompete. Okay, in dieser Trompete ist aber jetzt auch nichts versteckt oder so.
That click.
Oh!
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Das ist halt ein geiler Koffer. Einmal ein Ticket zum Blue Room. Das ist, glaube ich, der Jazz-Club-Raum, wo wir immer sind.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Und wenn das mal nicht eine Spritze
Keep
ist.
this stash close at hand.
Okay. Mehr scheint es in dem Koffer nicht zu geben. So, wie sieht's bei ihm aus? Morphium.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Ich hoffe nicht, dass es noch eine Quelle gibt, wenn ich ehrlich bin. Da wollte ich gar nicht rein. Ja, das habe ich schon. Nein! Ich kann das nicht wegdrücken. Ah! Ich weiß, dass das süchtig machen kann, das hast du mir schon gesagt. Okay, seine andere Jackentasche kann ich offensichtlich nicht. Doch, kann ich öffnen. Da ist aber nichts. Okay. Nein, da. Okay. Seine Hände. Rein. Auch hier die Hand. Nichts. Und sein Kopf. Nichts. Okay. Ah, ja. Das sind aber
Dozen
Zigaretten.
packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Gewehre.
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war.
Okay, ich glaube, ich habe alles gefunden. Ich meine, ich hätte gerade das Geräusch gehört. Ich dachte, ich könnte vielleicht an einem ziehen und dann öffnet sich
Army
ein Eingang oder
surplus
so.
morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Alles klar. Ich möchte aber gerne noch mit der Frau hier reden, die gerade wohl am Qualm ist. Entschuldigung.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Schießerei im 111 Club.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Alles klar. Ah, die hat mit mir zu oft weggeguckt gerade. Eddie
Tell us about
McGoldrick.
Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Starrer Blick, meine Liebe. Glaub ich dir.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help.
Dankeschön.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Er steckt nicht nur über beide Ohren in Schwierigkeiten. Der Typ ist tot. Mein Gott, Frau. Alles klar, Roy. Ich würde sagen, wir sind hier fertig. Und ich laufe an der Tür vorbei. So. Wir haben hier so ein paar Orte. Gehen wir erstmal zum Blue Room.
You know the way. You can drive.
Das, wie gesagt, das müsste der Ort sein, wo wir immer mit Cole sind, nach den Fällen. Dieser Tanz, Musik, Jazz Club mit der Elsa. Ja, wer ist das? Let's go.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmfuhrer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Alles klar. Morphium.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Boah.
Hopheads appear to get a free pass at this club. You all know about the morphine.
And how do you expect to prove that?
Wegen der Karte, die er dabei hatte.
I have a rehearsal.
Shit!
It's time for you to leave.
Ah, habe ich gedacht.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking.
Oh, jetzt muss ich wahrscheinlich die Karte vorzeigen.
I don't believe you. You knew these men.
And how would you like to prove that, detective? You're out of your depth.
Was? Oh, come on, Spiel, come on!
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. And very noble. But words are just words. Cold facts.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Ach, Spiel. Du machst es mir auch echt nicht einfach. Das war halt ein super Beweis. Dass der einen Ausweis zu dem Club hat. Das verstehe ich halt nicht. Das ist ein 1A-Beweis. Dass die den kannten. Oder dass die in dem Club sind. Aber nein, ich verstehe das Spiel manchmal einfach nicht. Offensichtliche Beweise sind falsch oder irgendwelche Beweise, die überhaupt gar nichts mit der Aussage zu tun haben. Ich verstehe das nicht. Mann, dabei war meine erste Befragung da mit der Hostess so gut. Der Cola King.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Achso, ne, achso, der steht da hinten.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Ja, alles gut. Oh, get David Cole, ey. Hölle?
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3. If you'll follow me.
Oh, ist das der Schuppen, wo die ganzen... Ja. Die machen noch die ganzen Bosse hier ihre Geschäfte.
LAPD. We have some questions regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy.
Ach, der ist da. Doch, den kennen wir.
Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime?
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Finkelstein.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Glaube ich nicht.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Schnauzen da hinten. Schießerei.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Hör auf wegzugucken.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Okay.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kid. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So,
Vielen
how
Dank.
do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Oh, Reading, Epstein, Goldwick. Hieß er nicht so? Courtney Sheldon. Und Kelso. Die kenne ich. Morphine. Einmal die Zigaretten hier.
This is the crate we recovered.
Dann die Thompson, glaube ich.
Enough to arm 3 companies.
Und natürlich Morphine, 2 Tonnen.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Alles klar.
Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, but Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner and Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Oh, die Busschießerei, an die erinnere ich mich auch noch grob. Oh, shit. Falsche Richtung. Entschuldigung. Haben wir hinterm Haus geparkt? Let's go, Roy. Roy? Ach, da. Wie wär's, wenn du nicht mal eine Sirene oder sowas anmachst? Bis dahin sind doch schon alle tot. Warum legt ihr euch denn nicht auf den Boden? Au. What the fuck? Der hat mich schneller erschossen.
Can't make the shot.
Das ist schön, dass ich den von hier aus nicht treffe.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Geh einfach von hinten hoch, ist mir doch egal. Wenn vorne kein Weg ist, geh ich hinten hoch.
LAPD, drop the gun now. Surrender now or I will use deadly force. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Oh, Gott sei Dank. Da hatte ich ein bisschen Schiss. Aber ich hab ihn. So.
It's one of the BARs.
Wenn das nicht eine der Bars ist, natürlich. Und noch ein Magazin. Okay. Nothing. Alvaro, Route 210 oder was? Cambo Tisch 3.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Okay. Ja gut, mehr wird da nicht sein.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Wissen über den Raub.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
True.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Ha. Scheiße, soll ich ihm das vorhalten oder weiß er davon wirklich nichts?
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Ist zwar eh wieder falsch, aber was soll ich machen?
Your name
Oh, ist richtig!
Sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch.
Ich hab dafür
You
eine
heard that
Trophäe
Jack
bekommen.
is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Ein Telefon. How can I help, Detective?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Alles klar, dann fahren wir mal dahin. Zum Jack Kelso. Warum kann ich immer noch zum Revier fahren? Entweder passiert beim Revier noch was oder ich habe irgendwas übersehen. Ich wüsste aber nicht, was ich beim Revier übersehen haben sollte. Damit konnten wir bisher noch nicht viel machen, außer die Liste überprüfen.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Ja, ich glaube auch, dass der irgendwo... Vielleicht hat er das Geld auch durch die Drogen bekommen. Vielleicht war er ja irgendein Dealer. Oh, ob Kelso mit uns reden wird? War das nicht der, mit dem wir uns nie verstanden haben in der Armee?
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Hat ja gut funktioniert. Ah, ja.
You know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Guckt mir nicht in die Augen. Ich kann ihn aber auch nichts vorenthalten. Ich habe ja nirgendwo, wo sein Name drauf ist. Vielleicht... Shit. Ich zweifle nur an.
I'm sure it would
God.
be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Ex-Marine Goldrick.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Er hat halt schon einen starren Blick.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Gestohlene Waffen.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Auch da hat er wieder einen sehr starren Blick, der Junge.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Und der Raub.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Diesmal ist sein Blick nicht so starr. Er macht viel Spiranze mit seinem Mund. Ich wüsste aber auch hier wieder nicht, was ich ihm vorenthalten könnte. Außer vielleicht die Schiffspapiere. Moment, wenn ich... Scheiße.
People are dying.
Gott sei Dank.
Morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Oh, das wird den Kelso, glaube ich, auch nicht gefallen. Und der nächste auf der Liste. Ja, ich weiß, dass du ganz aufgeregt bist, aber du musst fahren, Junge.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Danke. Okay.
Talk about tension. That was
Und die
like
nächste
being stuck in an
Schießerei.
elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Vielleicht ändert er ja jetzt seine Meinung, wo er mitbekommen hat, dass auf den nächsten auf der Liste geschossen wird. Irgendwann wird er dran sein. Glaub mir. Irgendwann wird er dran sein.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Oh Gott, Verfolgung.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this. We brace him and drag him downtown. Won't work.
Würdest du vielleicht mal schießen?
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Sorry, dass ich dir gerade deinen Hut abgefahren habe.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Ja, ja.
Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Getting close and steer him off the tar. I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Ja, ich gebe mein Bestes. Weißt du, wie schwer das ist?
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Find some cover.
So. Ich nehme erstmal die Zeitung. Oh, ich muss mich mal anders hinsetzen, Jungs, Mädels. Skandal im LAPD.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now. Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective. Administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
Der Roy will uns verpfeifen? Oh, shit. Vickys Treffen um 21 Uhr. Sheldon.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight. An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Holy crap.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Holy crap.
Can you drive to this one?
Sag mal los. Tobacconist.
We're taking out all the guys from the ship. Why? How does that get them the dope? They obviously don't know who has the morphine. They're waiting for someone to crack.
Das macht mich aber natürlich jetzt ein bisschen stutzig, dass es der Roy verraten will. Wir wissen ja, wenn wir Zeitung lesen, da fahren wir immer so ein bisschen Background Information. So etwas, was man eigentlich mit Cole nicht sieht. Eieiei. Wir hätten nicht zu der Elsa fahren dürfen. Holy crap! Und die nächste Verfolgung. Ja, geil. Fährt doch nicht auf die Straßen. Ja, doch, kannst du.
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
So.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Natürlich tun die das nicht. Die haben sich gerade tausendmal überschlagen, aber aufgeben tun sie nicht. Damn it. Roy sieht ohne Hut irgendwie komisch aus. Hier wird aber auch nur geballert. Heute. Ist ja unfassbar.
You know the way.
Ein Ort haben wir noch auf der Liste. Wehe, du rammst jetzt irgendjemanden. Danke. Und auch hier wird geballert. Was ist denn in dieser Stadt auf einmal los? Let's go. Ich finde es gerade ein bisschen traurig, dass ich keine Facecam habe, ey. Mein Blick gerade, der hätte sehr, sehr gut hier reingepasst. Natürlich. Meine eigenen Kollegen überfahren mich mitten in einer Schießerei. Das ist jetzt schon das 2. Mal in diesem Let's Play, dass mich meine Kollegen überfahren. Was ist denn mit denen los? Die sind doch alle besoffen. Die sehen doch, dass ich da Deckung suche. Oh Gott. Ich wusste nicht mehr. Weißt du, ich kann gegen 800 Millionen Gangster eine Schießerei haben. Da passiert nichts. Aber meine Kollegen sind mein Tod. Ich muss vor meinen Kollegen die größte Angst haben. Was ein Scheiß.
Stay in cover!
Take cover, you lunatic.
Pretty great for a dead man.
Okay. Headshot! So, der lebt ja noch.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck.
Oh, der hat da was in der Hand. Habe ich nicht gesehen. Entschuldigung.
It was worth a try. God.
Ah, endlich. Ich konnte das vorher nicht nehmen. Lenny Finkelstein.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Boah. Treffen mit Cohen und Sheldon. Später heute Nacht.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him. Juicy, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Dann fahren wir zum Treffpunkt.
You can drive.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Ich glaube auch, dass... Also Cohen steckt auf jeden Fall hinter. Klar, der hat ja auch gesagt, die wollen uns einschüchtern. Natürlich. Ich glaube aber auch, dass Sheldon nicht ganz unschuldig ist, weil wir kennen ja aus diesen ganzen Vorhersagen oder diesen Zeitungsberichten, dass der auch da drin steckt. Ja, natürlich.
On the roof, Cole, nail him.
Oh, fuck. Den habe ich da oben nicht gesehen. Ist tot.
stay down.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Stay in cover. Find some cover.
They're making a run for it after them.
Okay. Hier wird sich schon wieder so hart geballert.
Stay in cover.
Give me some goddamn cover.
Get in cover.
Oh, hat überlebt. Was ist mit ihm? So.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Das verstößt gegen die Regeln. Ah, schön. Jetzt müssen wir zurück zum Revier, deswegen war das nicht durchgestrichen.
You're behind the wheel.
Du fährst. Also in diesem Fall wird aber auch nur rumgeballert. Von vorne und hinten. Mittlerweile bin ich auch wieder komplett wach. Ah, schön.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Oh nein, ich will nicht. Oh nein, das verkacke ich doch wieder.
Strips off me at the grand jury.
You're in interview too, Phelps.
Natürlich ein Verhörraum 2. Jetzt bin ich gerade in 1 gegangen.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
We'll never find out. I know it makes you so stupid, but it really
Warte,
would.
hier war Interviewraum 1. Ah, da ist er doch.
Sheldon.
Und da ist auch der Doktor.
Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Fuck.
Stare all you want. I have nothing to hide.
Ja, am liebsten hätte ich hier natürlich jetzt eine Notiz unter den Namen gehalten, wo sein Name mit draufsteht, aber...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. You're training to be a
Fuck,
doctor,
ich hätte doch
Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in Peleliu and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep at night?
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Er hat halt einen starren Blick.
How do you think this is going to play out, Gordon?
Ich wusste, dass ich das verkacken werde. Ich wusste das so hart.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, folks. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
Oh, kommt jetzt alles hoch, was Roy in die Wege geleitet hat.
Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Fuck. Meine Frau verlässt mich auch.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
4 Sterne. An sich kein schlechter Fall. Aber Frau hat uns verlassen. Kinder sind weg. Wir wurden anscheinend nur degradiert. In meinen Augen hat man mich eigentlich gefeuert. Hier steht zwar nur Degradierung zur Brandermittlung. Aber gut. Roy hat uns verpfiffen. Das wissen wir durch die Zeitung. Das weiß Cole natürlich nicht. Das wissen wir ja nur wegen den Background Informations. Ja. Scheiße gelaufen. Ich bin mir aber auch nicht sicher, ob Cole wirklich etwas mit dieser Elsa hatte. Oder ob er sie wirklich nur irgendwie besucht hat, um mit ihr... Der ist ja die ganze Nacht... Oh, es ist schwer. Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr. Ich kann mich nicht mal mehr daran erinnern, dass das überhaupt passiert. Also daran könnte ich mich wirklich nicht mehr erinnern. Ich meine, das ist ja auch schon ewig her, seitdem ich das letzte Mal gespielt habe. Zumindest jetzt auch die letzten zwei Abteilungen. Also die ersten 2 Abteilungen kenne ich so gut wie in- und auswendig, aber die letzten 2, jetzt auch die Brandermittlungsabteilung, wo wir jetzt hin degradiert worden sind, das wird quasi unsere letzte Abteilung werden. Danach ist das Spiel auch vorbei. Das kann ich euch jetzt schon sagen. Da wird es aber auch nochmal 5, 6 Fälle geben, also keine Sorge, da wird noch einiges passieren. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich mich daran noch viel erinnern kann. Ich weiß viel, wo das spielt, das mit der Brandermittlung. Ich weiß auch insgemein, worum es da geht. Aber, puff. Du wirst wegen deiner Taten degradiert. Mach dich bereit für eine Versetzung. Und dann 4 Sterne, weißt du? Die geben mir 4 Sterne, was eigentlich ein guter Fall ist. Und dann klatschen die mir ins Gesicht. Jetzt unsere Chefs. Davor unsere Kollegen, indem sie uns überfahren haben. Ah, scheiße. Ja gut, Leute. Das heißt, wir sehen uns im nächsten Part wieder. Wenn es heißt Brandermittlung. Ich klicke aber mal kurz weiter. Vielleicht kommt noch ein Flashback zurück. Nein, der Gasmann ist unser nächster Fall. Und den sehen wir dann im nächsten Part. Würde mich sehr freuen, wenn ihr da wieder einschalten würdet. Und ich sage bis dahin. Tschüss.